我们始终不扮高僧，我们力求直播传真。
各位观众，大家好，这里是海外华人直播，我们在加拿大温哥华向各位播报。Parents, beware Kawasaki disease。支持我们，请在视频的右下方订阅我们的频道。
各位观众，大家好，今天是2020年5月31号。您今天收看的正是海外华人直播。我们今天给大家报告一个新闻，那就是美国 SpaceX 他们第一次发射宇航员直接到太空去，这是人类第一次真正意义上的星际旅行。今天这个全部过程发射非常圆满成功我们首先给大家介绍一下这个它的发射现在的现场是什么情况整个旅行会有19分钟19个小时，对不起。现在这是发射的指挥现场。
Dragon SpaceX for awareness, burn is nominal so far.
All right, we have confirmation that burn is nominal thus far.
现在他们说现在的火箭发射。
We concur, thank you.
And again, Bob and Doug have insight into how this is going the whole way, just through those touchscreen control panel that they have right in front of them, those 3 screens. And when we get video inside the cabin back, hopefully as we're doing that manual flight test, you'll be able to get a really good close-up look at how they kind of have their window into Dragon itself.
就是说这个宇航员他们现在正在发射的过程中所有的过程只有宇航员亲自操作。
And we are coming up on 3 minutes into our first major burn for their on-orbit path to the station.
就是宇航员本身是由宇航员操作，而不是由地下操作的。之前的都是由下面的人来控制，而这次是完全由宇航员像开汽车一样的自动驾驶，这个意义非常重大。现在我们看到这个宇航员在他们前面呢，是过程里面每一个人都有3个视频。现在在地上的宇航这个控制中心的人，他们也有3个视频。
If you're just now joining, we are 3 minutes 45 seconds into the phase burn. This is the first major burn. You're getting a look inside of the SpaceX Mission Control Center here in Hawthorne. This is the team that's going to be responsible for looking over Dragon and Bob and Doug on their flight up to the International Space Station. We'll have some intermittent video comm with the Dragon spacecraft itself, only when we're over some ground stations and only when we're doing some of these different maneuvers. But right now, we're just continuing to listen in. That first burn's going well. Every single one of these burns is critical to actually making it to the International Space Station. So it seems like a pretty quiet time right now, but I mean, thrusters are firing on the Dragon spacecraft as we speak. They've been doing so for over 4.5 minutes. So we've got a little under 3 minutes to go, I think. Everything's looking good so far.
Dan, I remember during the Demo 1 splashdown or deorbit, basically leaving the International Space Station webcast, you know, we were going back and forth saying that it feels like it takes forever to do anything, and it's the same deal going up to the ISS. Everything is super controlled, very precise and very exact in terms of timing and adjustments. So, like Dan said, this is a critical moment, and definitely one of the first exciting events that we have in Dragon as it now is free flying.
And just to let you know, anytime we have video with the crew during the flight, we'll do our best to bring it to you. So we're just getting a quick check-in on the teams in Mission Control in Hawthorne. I mean, these are the people behind the scenes who have done so much just to get us to this day, taking part in simulations and mission planning with the crew themselves. I mean, you're talking countless hours just to really rehearse everything for this flight before we get here, and we're here.
Yeah.
We had that successful launch, which still haven't come down from. That was incredible, and everything has gone smoothly so far. Good initial orbit. The burn started right on time, and it sounds like it's going well so far. We are just almost 6 minutes into the burn, so should be just about a minute or so left.
Like you've heard us say many times.
现在他们还有6分钟啊，所有的人在这上操作的人员，非常专业。这是人类历史上第一次一个私人公司在发射。
Extra practice test, which was awesome, but it was nothing new for them. They had rehearsed everything, and same goes with this. All of the procedures that we are running through now, and we'll continue to run through all through the duration of the mission. Bob and Doug have, they are super familiar with what's going to happen and what they're expected to do.
而且这2个宇航员是非常有经验的宇航员。
Be coming up near the end of the phase burn. Again, this is the first in 5. The next major one's going to be the boost burn. That's going to raise their orbit up to just about 10 kilometers below the station itself. And so they're just going to get closer and closer in these incremental steps. And you'll see in this graphic that when they do these burns, it looks like they're kind of doing a little bit of a loop-de-loop. This graph is in relation to the space station itself. So on one axis, the Y, you have how far below you are, and on the X, how far behind the station you still are. It's not perfectly to scale.
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal burn.
阶段在开始还在脱离地球引力。大家可以看到这个圈。
Nominal burn.
现在在 phase burn。现在还是在地球这个层面上啊，大气层面上的一个。
And we just heard the 2 words we were hoping for: nominal burn. So 1 burn out of 5 checked. And so that was the first one. The next one coming up is going to be the boost burn in about an hour and 24 minutes. Before they get to that, though, we are going to be looking forward to that manual flight test, where they're going to be taking the reins and they're going to be taking control of Dragon itself.
Yeah, so in preparation for that moment, I highly encourage you all to check out the simulation that we have on SpaceX.com. It's actually an awesome opportunity for you to test your own skills at steering.
Hey, Dragon, SpaceX, we are disabling cameras, and you are go for suit doffing and on-orbit cabin configuration. Note that camera caps, which will be tethered, can be found in location 8, and cameras are currently configured.
Yeah, so as I was...
Okay, Dragon copy, suit doffing in work. We see that the cameras are off, and we can do on-orbit activation.
Copy all.
Copy 就是他们已经听到了 ，copy 收到。宇航员
And Dragon, also at your convenience, if you can confirm the gas detectors are off location 14.
他们准备到 location 14，现在飞到第14个点。
Welcome.
Okay, so what's going on at this point is Bob and Doug now have the opportunity to take their suits off. This is referred to as doffing, as donning is actually putting the suits on. They'll actually be able to remove those suits at this time, get a little bit more comfortable in the cabin, and they'll be putting those suits back on when they get closer to the International Space Station.
现在
like I was saying
现
before,
在他们现在
I
有
highly
机会
encourage you
啊，
all to
准
check out
备
the
出了大气
simulation
层
that
以
we
后，
have
他们可以
online
有机
where
会
you
脱开
can
他们的
test
宇航
out your
服，让
skills
自己
at
舒服一
steering
些。
Dragon and docking it to the
直
International
到他
Space
们准
Station.
备到
That
国际空
website
间
is
站。
iss.sim.spacex.com. And like I said, you can test your own skills at flying Dragon.
And Dragon, SpaceX, one additional note, no
就
need
是
to
你可以
reply,
在
but the
这个
next
网
burn will
站
be the
做一
boost
些这
burn,
个
and that's in about 1 hour and 23 minutes per your timeline.
All right.
With the copy, thank you.
Yeah, definitely give the Crew Dragon docking demonstration a try. It's a lot of fun. It gives you a pretty good appreciation of just how difficult it is to fly and maneuver in space when you're not just thinking about going forward and backward. You have every axis imaginable that you have to worry about. Took me a couple of tries. I know those first couple I got impatient and flew in way too quickly, and then one time started to spin pretty wildly out of control. So it's probably a good thing I'm down here and they're up there, but it's a lot of fun to check out.
Yeah, I was also really surprised at how many levels of control there are and how difficult it is to actually get them all to work in sync at the right speeds. Of everyone that I've spoken to that has tried it out first, it's unanimous. Everyone went too fast the first couple tries. I was the same. Although by my third or fourth try, I'm happy to say that my decades of Star Fox 64 training finally paid off. And I managed to dock to the station after practicing a few times.
现在讲话的这个女的已经经过64次训练的，而且要做好一个协调工作非常不容易。
And Dragon, you were a little broken, but I did copy you.
现在他们正在跟宇航员正在通话。
How about this time out here on the cabin mic?
Loud and clear on the cabin mic.
这个飞行员，这个人。
Copy that.
We have you the same.
Well, with that first burn nominal and out of the way, the next one coming up in a little over an hour and 20 minutes from now, the next thing we're really going to be looking forward to is this manual free flight. So as we've said quite a bit, Crew Dragon is designed to fly fully autonomous, meaning the spacecraft does all of the navigating and burns to the station all on its own. There are manual override controls, though, on the spacecraft that enables the astronauts to step in, take control should any issues arise. And to test out those controls, Bob and Doug are about to do the first of 2 planned manual maneuvers inside Dragon.
So they'll be using the touchscreen controls that we've seen at various points in the webcast, the crew display panel, and they'll practice putting Dragon in what's known as LVLH attitude. LVLH, or local vertical, local horizontal configuration, means that they'll use Earth itself as a guide and reorient Dragon with the nose cone pointing forward and the bottom of Dragon, and at the bottom of Dragon, at least from where Bob and Doug are sitting, the Earth will be directly below them. So think of it as they'll basically be putting Dragon in the same orientation as an airplane flying over Earth.
And they'll be taking this manual control, but they'll stop one step before actually sending the command of their attitude adjustments to Dragon's flight computer. So the flight computer itself is still going to continue flying Dragon, and as soon as they're done, they'll hand control back over. The flight computer will reorient Dragon, and it will continue on its way. It's going to fly in a whole bunch of different attitudes on the way up to station. Unlike the space station pretty much only flies in that LVLH. It's pretty much always going the same direction. But that's because it's got very big joints for the solar arrays to rotate around. For Dragon, they'll have to maneuver the trunk to charge the batteries, maneuver to sometimes communicate with the different satellites, depending on which antennas they're using. And so this LVLH will just be a test for this manual flight test.
Exactly. And like we said before, there is that simulation online where you can check it out for yourself.
Yeah, definitely get a chance to go pilot Dragon. We're going to be seeing that tomorrow morning. It was surreal when we got to see it on Demo 1 with Dragon coming in. We've got some great cameras right on that docking port where Dragon's going to be pointed. It's going to be really exciting to see them come in for that final approach.
Dragon SpaceX, no response required, but we are going to be enabling branch 2 of the helium system. This is expected to be done on orbit to protect for a scrub.
好，大家在看的时候，顺便把这个镜头移向我们导播在前面设计好的一个对这个公司的一些简介。好，我们看看这 SpaceX 它主要的目的就是为了宇航员，就是可以做2个宇航员，你可以看到，就在他们前面有3个屏幕，进行3个屏幕自我控制。这就是宇航员内舱的一个真实情况。 他们用的叫做 Falcon Heavy， 它是我们世界上最厉害的推力火箭，它一次可以推几十吨差不多非常大的一个重量的一个东西。这个火箭是非常非常厉害的，现在是 Falcon 9， 就是非常推动力非常大的。这是他们介绍它的火箭发射推力，总共发射了多少次？当你看到，总共发射了83次，总共返回的是44次。你可以看到，它每一次发射出去就要返回一次，他们进行实验。而且呢，他们这样的火箭是可以回收的。最主要，他们请的都是非常有经验的空间站的这些宇航员将来你只要可以付钱，他们就可以帮你呢带到星际中去旅游。而且它价格非常便宜，花多少钱呢？它这是非常少的钱只要花100万，任何人全世界，你只要花100万，你就可以呢到太空里面去看到这个蓝色的地球。
Dragon SpaceX prop reconfiguration is complete and expected.
那我们可以看到，他们的对发射和控制，美国人掌握了绝对的这个经验。现在他们做这个星际旅游，它有好几个空间的轨道，比如说 SSO 轨道，还有一个是 LEO 轨道，还有是极点的轨道。然后他们这样可以定，比如说到2020年9月你可以订票，然后你这辆可以在里面搭载东西上去，你搭载多少公斤，然后要付多少钱。比如说你可以搭载那些种子把种子放到空间站，然后会发生什么变化来观察，这是你搭载的货物。比如说你到空间站运送，把你的宇航员运送到那，同时呢还要把这个补给也送给宇航员，那你就要交多少付多少钱吧。现在我们可以看到他们在地面控制站的情况。现在大家看到这是一个 NASA 这边的情况，在这个发射控制大厅里面，一直有人在值班。这让我们看见有保安，全副武装的保安在这里面值班。NASA 我们知道它是在休斯顿 State。当然，在美国湾区 Bay Area 也有一个 NASA。好，这次的我们给大家介绍的这个发射的意义非常大它是人类第一次可以呢成功飞行出去，还可以飞回来只要你付钱都可以了。我们可以从一个侧面知道美国的太空技术有多少。因为美国的在太空这个民用的就达到这个程度，军用的那不用说了。现在美国已经 正式成立的太空军啊，主要是应对中国的威胁。现在我们可以看到这个整个的情形啊，这地方大家都是工程师坐在这里面，里面有女的，女的是谁呢？女的是给大家讲解那个人，现在准备又开始讲解了。现在他们刚才已经在那个准备进入 boost， 准备进入那个加速的阶段了。每一个工作人员都戴口罩，你可以看到他们喝水的时候啊，喝完以后就要戴上口罩。就大家可以看到。
And if you're just now tuning in, you missed the launch, so you might want to head online and make sure you go back and check that out. But Bob Bank and Doug Hurley, our two NASA astronauts, are flying through outer space right now after that successful launch just a little while ago. We're going to be bringing you this ground track that you're looking at. You're going to be able to see exactly where Dragon is over planet Earth, and you're going to see a number of different lines, so usually 3 at a time. And so what that is showing is each of those orbits around planet Earth for the Dragon spacecraft. And it looks like it's wavy, but that's because you're taking a globe and then stretching it out flat. And so that's why it looks like, so it is a straight line if you were actually looking at it around the globe. So with that on-time launch, they've already traveled well away from the Kennedy Space Center. They're already downrange, way in excess of 600 miles. But they're going to continue to fly around the planet Earth. They're going to continue to raise their orbit over the next 19 hours. They were successful in doing so with their first burn, the phase burn. That was done.
And SpaceX Dragon for suit dumping. We started a timer for the drying of both suits about 4.5 minutes ago. If you guys want to back us up.
现在准备到第2个部分加速
Copy.
了。
Timer started for suit drying 4.5 minutes ago. We'll back you up.
And that was the DM2 commander, Doug Hurley, talking to the core behind us right here in Mission Control Hawthorne. Crew has doffed or gotten out of their spacesuits that they've been in for several hours now, and they kind of hang it up, almost like hanging up your clothes just to dry. And they're going to continue to they have a timer just to know when they're fine to just pack them away. They're not going to have to put those suits on again until tomorrow when it's time to dock with the space station.
Quick, I want to comment there on the view on the right-hand side of your screen. That is, if Bob and Doug were looking out the window, that's basically what they'd be seeing right now. That's a live shot from Dragon, and with Planet Earth rotating below it.
But they're going to continue to make their way up.
我们通过这次的直播，希望大家可以继续观察啊。这里是海外华人直播，我们始终不扮高深，我们力求直播传真。本节目呢是由青海省统计局副局长康林，他的父亲托梦给爆料人。那么这个爆料人他跟我们说他在给我们爆料，整个爆料的内容绝对真实，因为这个爆料呢涉及到加拿大和美国人民的生命财产安全。他在爆料的过程中受到了利益集团的胁迫，我们希望他能够挺得住。他在这个胁迫中，他甚至说受到像李文亮医生这样的待遇，也就是说受到保安和警察的这个威胁。好，我们在下一个时间段再继续观察。这是由SpaceX astronaut 这个发射的星际太空旅行这个过程。这里是海外华人直播，我们下次见。 感谢你的收听收看，再见。